Are you getting stressed out and not realizing that's what's happening? Seeing signs that you don't realize that is your stress. It creeps up on you, slow and nasty, and you don't understand it until it's too late, much later on. Stress is not all the things you have on your to-do list. Stress is the reaction in your body and mind when your perceived demands from the outside is contrasting from your inner power, what your inner power can handle. This shows in many different signs and symptoms, and we often have a hard time to understand that. And this is all spiced with feelings that are even harder to handle and control. Here are the 5 biggest signs to look out for that are telling you when you are stressed out. Number 1, someone close to you says, "Are you having another drink today? You have had a drink every day for a long time now." And alcohol is such a super duper tranquilizer for the moment. That is why so many people use this as self-medication for stress. And they don't realize that's what they're doing until it's much later and often too late. Alcohol seduces you to think that it does good for you. And that is why so many keep up this daily drinking for so long time. And often the amounts increases over time too. The second sign can be you hear someone ask, "What's the matter? Why are you so angry?" And you say in a grumpy tone, "Nothing's the matter. I'm not angry." And even though you somewhere deep down have a feeling there is something the matter, but you can't really pinpoint it. And your immediate response to this is that people are bugging you and that they want you to push you down. And your way to handle it is to be even more angry and frustrated. Because when you are stressed out, you have a hard time structuring your thoughts. And that the lack of control feeds your anger. The third sign can be you are having a headache every other day. And you never have headaches. You usually don't have, you have only had a few times in your whole life before. And now it's so often. And at first you think it's a cold coming up or something, but it doesn't come. And this kind of headache is called tension pain because the muscles in your scalp is in constant tension when you are stressed out. But you get more and more worried, and you also try to get the answer from Mr. Google, and the answer there is, "This must be a brain tumor." And you get even more worried and stressed. And you have a hard time focusing on your leadership or on your work until the time comes when you can go to your doctor and have it all straightened out again, so you understand what this is about. And then we have the fourth sign. When you hear yourself saying, "I forgot," or "can't remember," if you say that more than once at one time a day, then that's a sign. You forget where you put things. You forget your keys, your phone, your purse, your notes. Yes, the list can be long. And when we are stressed out, our brains get overloaded and shuts down if you don't give it a break. And that's why we forget. Surprisingly, many people first fear that they are getting dementia, even fairly young ones. I mean, if you are age 65 plus or something, that could be a valid thought. But if you are a middle-aged, stressed out busy business leader, stress is the first thing to consider. And then the fifth sign I want to talk about today is when you have to redo your tasks over and over again. You keep trying to do things faster and faster. And the more you try, the more faults you make. And you do it over again and over again and over again. You tell yourself you're no good, and your self-confidence decreases, and in the end you give up. Stress releases stress hormones, and these hormones make us act as if there is a danger around the corner. That's the biological effect of them. It makes us hurry up, and at the same time we lose our concentration and we do things more sloppy. Instead, we need to slow down and be careful, and in the end we will become faster and more efficient, and since we got it right the first time. So that's the sign number 5. So these are 5 very common signs and situations where stress is playing a trick on you. And since it creeps up on you slowly, it's hard to make the connection of it being that you're stressed out, because you can't really see the causes of the sign. You don't actually want it to be in your life. And that's another reason why you don't see it. It's so much easier to see these signs in people around you. If you learn to watch out for these 5 signs in your own behavior, it will help you help yourself from stress and overwhelm, and you will have a good life. And if you as a business leader can see these signs in your work group, you can help them in an early stage, and you can do wonders with building a great, successful and healthy team. If you want help to conquer your stress, I would love to help you. If you click the link below, you can schedule a short call with me where we can see where you're at and see what I can do for you. And if you have colleagues that would be interested or would be benefiting of this kind of information in this blog, then please feel free to share the link with them. To your success. Bye for now, from Dr. Annika.